Mrs. K. Jalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Genetic Engineering, Bharat Institute of Higher Education and Research, Chennai 73. Handle the course name Cytogenetics, course code U18 PCGE 603. Topic is chromosomal aberrations. I'm going to see chromosomal aberrations. First of all, know that what is cytogenetics. So in this, what is karyotype? So karyotype is a microscopic examination of chromosomes. Main features to identify and classify chromosomes are size, location of the centromere, banding patterns. This is a G-banded metaphase chromosome. So we're having 22 chromosome pairs, then X and Y. The help of Gemsa stain, we are seeing the G-banded metaphase chromosome. Then what is chromosome aberration? So it is substantial changes in chromosome structure. This typically affected multiple genes or loci. So due to error in cell division, that is non-disjunction of chromosomes and chromatids, then maternal age or environment. Let's see about the relationship between age and aneuploidy. So in older mothers, more likely to produce aneuploid eggs. So produce trisomy 21. This is due to meiotic and non-disjunction in during oocyte maturation. So in x-axis, you see the age of mother, then y-axis, infants with Down syndromes per 1,000 births. So next we see about the meiotic non-disjunction generates aneuploids. You see this first meiotic division. So in the case of first division non-disjunction and the normal disjunction, see this zygotic ploidy in first division non-disjunction, then zygotic ploidy in normal disjunction. You see the abnormal gametes present in first division down distinction that produce haploid gametes are trisomic, monosomic, and monosomic. You see about the chromosomal aberration types. First one is numerical aberration, nothing but changes in number. Then structural aberration, nothing but change in structure. First, we see about this numerical aberration. So the numerical aberrations are classified into two types, aneuploid and monoploid. Then aneuploid further classified into hyperploidy. Hyperploidy further classified into trisomy, nothing but 2n plus 1. Then tetrasomy, 2n plus 2. Then hypoploidy further classified into monosomy and nullisomy. So monosomy, 2n minus 1. Nullisomy 2n minus 2. Then there's the haploidy, there's further classified into monoploidy, n number, then diploidy 2n, then polyploidy 3n. So first we see about the numerical abnormalities, nothing but changes in chromosome number. So what is aneuploidy? Aneuploidy is variation in the number of particular chromosome within a cell. So nothing but variation in the number of particular chromosomes within a cell. So this is for the classified in the hyperploidy. So hyperploidy nothing but gain of chromosome or chromosomes. This is further classified to trisomy, nothing but 2n plus 1, double trisomy 2n plus 1 plus 1, then tetrasomy 2n plus 2, and the next type is hypoploidy. It's nothing but loss of chromosome or chromosomes. It is further classified into monosomy. Monosomy 2n minus 1, then double monosomy 2n minus 1 minus 1, then nullisomy 2n minus 2. Then another example is polyploidy, the condition in which the cells have more than two homologous set of chromosomes. So we define the polyploidy as condition in which the cells have more than two homologous sets of chromosomes. These are further classified into triploid, nothing but 3 in number, then tetraploid, 4 in number, then pentaploid, 5 in number. This is a chromosome composition, the normal one, and this diploid 2 and 2 sets, and the A you see the aneuploid and polyploidy. See that we got triploid and tetraploid. Then aneuploid you get the trisomy and monosomy. First see about this monosomy. So monosomy is a loss of single chromosome. Monosomy of autosome is lethal. So example for this monosomy is a Turner syndrome, that is loss of sex chromosome. The causative agent is first one is a non-disjunction, nothing but one gamete receives two copies of homologous chromosome and the other will have no copy. And second cause is loss of chromosome as it moves towards pole of cell during anaphase. As it forms, it moves towards a pole of cell during anaphase. So the monosomy is nothing but loss of single chromosome. So example is Turner syndrome. This 47X. So the aneuploidy of the sex chromosome. It demonstrates visual deficiency including poor handwriting and likely underdeveloped arithmetic skills. So trisomy syndrome, the aneuploidy of the sex chromosome. It demonstrates visual-spatial deficient including poor handwriting and likely underdeveloped arithmetic skills. Let's see the picture. Turner syndrome, the monosomy 47X, and the structure of this outermost structure is short statues, ovarian failure, otitis media. So early otitis media in Turner syndrome could lead in dyslexia, nothing but a reading disorders. So next we say about this trisomy. Trisomy is the gain of homologous chromosome. Trisomy is nothing but gain of homologous chromosome. So trisomy 21 you see in the case of Down syndrome. Trisomy 18 in the case of Klinefelter syndrome. This 47 XXY. This is an example for trisomy. So next one is Pato syndrome. It's a trisomy 13. So severe intellectual disability, physical abnormalities in many parts of the body, heart defects, brain and spinal cord abnormality. These are the symptoms of Pato syndrome. This is a severe intellectual disability, physical abnormalities in many parts of the body, heart defects, brain and spinal cord abnormalities. You see the picture, Pato syndrome, trisomy 13, is a very small or poorly developed eyes. We call it as microphthalmia. Extra fingers or toes, weak muscle tone. We call it as hypotonia. So they're having the small head, absent eyebrows, cleft lip or palate, the dysplasic or malformed ears, then clenched hands and polydacty or extra fingers, the undecentered or abnormal testes. You see the case of Pato syndrome. And next you see about what is non-disjunction means failure of bivalent to separate during chromosome 1. The gamete get both homologous pair. Sometime in meiosis 2, when sister chromatids fail to separate, gets two copies of one of the homologous. So it can also occur during early mitotic division of zygote. So there will be the presence of two or more cell lines. These are non-disjunction figures. You can get this normal monosomic gamete, disomic gamete, nullisomic gametes, then disomic gamete, nullisomic gamete, and normal monosomic gamete. So first meiosis, and during the second meiosis, you got like that. So the cause of this aging effect on primary oocyte. Second one is radiation. Third one is delayed fertilization after ovulation that affect the monosomy or trisomy. Let's say about the polyploidy. So polyploidy is a multiples of haploid number. Triploidy or tetraploidy. Fetus does not survive. The cause number one is retention of polar body. Number two, formation of diploid sperm. Third, dyspermy, the fertilization by two sperms. So triploidy. So aneuploidy conditions in humans. So conditions, so for example, in the autosomal trisomy 21, 1 by 800 frequency and produce a Down syndrome. And the characters is mental retardation, abnormal pattern of palm creases and slanted eyes, then flattened face, short statues. The case of trisomy 18 so present in 1 by 6,000 and it produced the Edward syndrome. And in the characters of Edward syndrome is mental and physical retardation, facial abnormalities, extreme muscle tone, early death. And the case of trisomy 13, 1 by 15,000 frequency and produce a Patout syndrome. And the characters of Patout syndrome is mental and physical retardation, wide variety of defects in organs, large triangular nose, early death. So if aneuploidy condition in sex chromosome means that produce the condition is XXY mean in males 1 by 1000 frequency occur that produce Klinefelter syndrome and it characterizes sexual immaturity, there is no sperm produced, breast swelling, and the condition XYY means it's a present in 1 by 1000 males and produce Jacob syndrome. The characters are very tall nature and the condition XXX present in 1 by 1500 females and the syndrome is meta female and the characters of the meta female is tall and thin, menstrual irregularity. And the condition X4, it present the frequency of 1 by 1500 females. It produce Turner syndrome and the characters of Turner syndrome is short stature, webbed neck, sexually undeveloped. And next we say about the effect of nullisomic, where it dwarf, less tillering, female fertile, male sterile, angless. So nullisomic mutant of the ear in wheat, the Triticum aestivum, so ear shaped of the wild type and the several mutant lacking single pairs of chromosome, so nullisomics. So due to the hexaploidy, the lack of pair of chromosome is tolerated. So the effect are usually different though stunted growth is usually one of them. You see the wild type. And next time polyploidy. So with more than two sets of genomes, so most common in plants which are asexually propagated and infrequent in animals. For sexually reproducing organism, sex chromosomes balance must be maintained. So detection mainly by changes in morphology, change in fertility, change in interspecific cross ability. You see this triploid plants, 3N, you see the case of banana, then apple, then potato, and also tetraploid plants. You see the cotton as well as the groundnut plant. So the benefit of autploidy induced sterility mean can get a seedless fruit, nothing but watermelon and bananas, then asexually propagated by human via cutting. Then you can get the seedless flowers, for example, marigold flowering plant. then prevention of cross-pollination of transgenic plants. These are benefit of or ploidy-induced sterility. And next is last we see about this numerical aberration. Next we see about the structural abnormalities. So the structural abnormalities mainly due to deletion, duplication, inversion, and translocation. This deletion and duplication that produce the amount of genetic information in the chromosome can change. So due to the inversion and translocation, the genetic material remains the same, but it is rearrange. So what is structural abnormalities is the rearrangement because of chromosomes and subsequent reunion in different produce a different configuration. So these are the balanced one, nothing but the chromosome complement is complete, then unbalanced in case when there is an incorrect amount of genetic material. So first see about this deletion. So deletion nothing but loss of a region of chromosome, loss of a region of chromosome. Next, the chromosomal deficiency occurs when a chromosome breaks, a fragment is lost. You say this first A, the figure that show the terminal deficiency, B, that's all the interstitial deficiency. So in the terminal deficiency, that is a single break occur in the chromosome and it is lost and degraded that produce a terminal deficiency. The case of interstitial deficiency, two breaks and reattachment of outer pieces. So loss and degradable that produce the interstitial deficiency. So next structural abnormalities occurred by translocation, nothing but that reciprocal or Robertsonian. So number 2 deletion, third one insertion, fourth one inversion, nothing but the paracentric or pericentric. Fifth one is ring chromosome, sixth one is isochromosome. Let's see about this translocation. So transfer of genetic material from one chromosome to another. So it is reciprocal. There is two chromosome break and exchange fragments, but the number of chromosome remain 46. See the reciprocal. So the two chromosomes are break and exchange their fragments. See the picture. Then unique to a particular family, the chromosome imbalance during gamete formation. So when a segment of one chromosome becomes attached to another, the case of translocation. So in reciprocal translocation, two non-homologous chromosomes exchange genetic material. So usually generates what called as a balanced translocation. So it is usually without phenotypic consequences. So although can result in position effect. So when a segment of one chromosome become attached to another in reciprocal translocation, two non-homologous chromosome exchange genetic material. So usually generate so-called balanced translocation, usually without phenotypic consequences, although can result in position effect. Let's say about the Robertsonian translocation. So breakage of two acrocentric chromosome near centromere and fusion of long arms. So short arms lost, no importance they contain the genes for rRNA. The chromosome number 45, but no loss of genetic material, hence balance. See the picture. So it involves in the reciprocal translocation involves two chromosome, one break in each chromosome. The two chromosome exchange broken segment. Say this chromosome 4, there's a chromosome 20. So in this, before translocation, you see the picture. So after translocation, in the green for the red part is a derivative chromosome 4 and the derivative chromosome 20. So this Robertsonian translocations are named after W.R.B. Robertson, who first identified them in grasshopper in 1916. So most common structural chromosome abnormalities in humans, the frequency is 1 by 1000 live births and involves two acrocentric chromosomes. So there are two types of Robertsonian translocation. First one is a homologous acrocentrics involved. Second is non-homologous acrocentric involved. See the picture. First one is a homologous acrocentrics involved. Then number two is a non-homologous acrocentric involved. Can lose this. So this translocation occurs as such. Break occur at the extreme end of the short arm of two non-homologous acrocentric chromosomes. The small acrocentric fragments are lost. The larger fragments fuse at their centromic region to form a single chromosome. You say this acrocentric chromosome, when the translocation occurs, that produce large metacentric chromosome and small chromosome. So this type of translocation is the most common type of chromosomal rearrangement in humans. See the picture. Next, say about this isochromosome and ring chromosomes. There's minor image chromosome. This loss of one arm with a duplication of another. So the breaks occurs in both arm of a chromosome. The two broken ends anneal. The two acentric fragments are lost. So result in double deletion in P and in Q arms. So let's say mental retardation and cardiofacial abnormalities are occur with the help of this isochromosome and ring chromosome. You see the picture. So loss of P arm, then duplication of Q arm. So next see about the deletion is a loss of part of chromosome. So deletion of a large portions are usually incompatible with life, and the 10 to 15% are due to balanced translocation in one parent, and 85 to 90% are true translocation. You see the deletion, the loss of a region of a chromosome. A chromosomal deficiency occurs when a chromosome breaks, a fragment is lost. So first the picture is A, the terminal deficiency. So in the chromosome, a single break occurs, the loss and degradation produce the terminal deficiency. The case of interstitial, the two breaks and reattachment of outer pieces. So loss and degrader produce an interstitial deficiency. So the terminal say terminal deletion occur in terminal and it produce the Cray-Duchat syndrome. So interstitial, the two breaks and middle part is lost. Example, Prader-Willi syndrome, and another one is a micro deletions. So deficiency, see this phenotypic consequences of deficiency depends on size of the deletion, then function of the gene deleted. So phenotypic consequences of deficiency depends on size of the deletion, functions of the genes deleted. So phenotypic effect of deletions usually detrimental. You see this terminal deficiency occur. Then this one is the second picture is a interstitial. You see the Cray-Duchat syndrome. So a high-pitched cry, intellectual disability, then delayed development, small head size, low birth weight, weak muscle tone in fans. These are the characters of Cray-Duchat syndrome. And next example is DiGeorge syndrome. So the deletion occur in long arm of chromosome 22. It produces congenital heart diseases, cyanosis, learning difficulty, psychiatric disorders. These are the characteristics associated with DiGeorge syndrome. And next one is the Angelman syndrome. So in this case, the deletion occur in chromosome 15, and there's an uncontrolled laughter seen in the characters of Angelman syndrome. There is no speech development in Angelman syndrome. And next type was the insertion. So the rare non-reciprocal type of translocation, the segment of chromosome gets inserted into another chromosomes. Next type is inversion. So there is two break rearrangement and the segment is reversed and pericentric. When centromere is involved, paracentric, only one arm is involved. So in the inversion, the two break rearrangement segment is rearrangement segment is reversed, then pericentric when a centromere is involved, paracentric is only paracentric, only one arm is involved. Let's see about the ring chromosome. So break occurs in each arm and the two sticky ends join. Then the distal fragments are lost. So 1/5 cases among this 1/5 cases of Turner's syndrome. So the ring chromosome, the break occurs in each arm and the two sticky ends join. So distal fragments are lost 1/5 cases of Turner's syndrome. Next one is a Philadelphia chromosome. So this chromosome involves translocation between this chromosome number 22 and 9. So there is a shorter arm of chromosome 22 called Philadelphia chromosome that are found in chronic myelogenous leukemia. It indicates better outcome. So Philadelphia chromosome, it involves translocation between the loci of chromosome 22 and 9. There is a shorter arm of chromosome 22 called Philadelphia chromosome. So found in chronic myelogenous leukemia, it indicates better outcome. You see the picture. Next, see about this Down syndrome. This Down syndrome first identified by the Dr. Langdon Down in 1866 is a trisomy 21, 1 in 700 live births, and it is associated with increased maternal age. So clinical findings of Turner symptoms are newborn having hypotonia, increased sleeping, excess nasal skin, then mental retardation, and having small statues and craniofacial findings and brachycephia, the flat occiput, so epicanthic fold, upward slanting eyes, protruding tongue, low set ears, flat nose, low nasal bridge, high arched palate. Having short, broad hands, clinodactyl, so incurving little hair, ASD, VSD, and PDA, so anal duodenal atresia, happy and affectionate. See the picture. Next, see about the Edwards syndrome. So it's a trisomy 18 discovered by Edward in 1960. Rare to find live born. So do not live beyond few months. Feature of this Edward genome is mental retardation, failure to thrive, hypotonia, prominent occiput, low set ears, receding jaw, short sternum, clenched fist, rocker bottom, feet. These are the characters of Edward syndrome. And next one is the Patt syndrome. It's a trisomy 13, die in a month, growth and mental retardation, sloping of forehead, hypertelorism, microphthalmia, cleft lip, cleft palate, polydactyly, polycystic kidney, microneiric uterus. These are the characters of a Patt syndrome. And next we say about the sex chromosome anomalies. So these are the much more frequent in live birth, mild manifestation, generally infertility, reduce the fertility. So dosage compensation is responsible for survival of those. So well-known syndromes are Turner X, then Klinefelter, polysomy X, polysomy Y. So for say the Turner syndrome, the X monosomy, so 45X, described by Turner in 1938. Phenotype is female. Then short stature, webbing of neck, cubitus valgus, low posterior hairline, broad chest with widely spaced nipples, then high arc palate. It's a symptoms of characters of Turner's syndrome. Next one is a congenital malformation. It's a correction of arteria, VSD, horseshoe kidney, renal hypoplasia, streak gonads, secondary sexual characters do not develop. So next here, this Klinefelter syndrome. So discovered by this Harry Klinefelter in 1942, and the symptom having 47 XXY chromosome, then male phenotype with sex chromatin. Positive patients are tall and thin, then nucleus, the poorly developed secondary sexual characters. Testes are small, scrotum and penis show hypoplasia, pubic, chin, and axillary hair absent. So normal intelligent testicular biopsy shows hyalinization of seminiferous tubulus, absent spermatogenesis, low serum testosterone, high FSH and LH. See about the 5P Craig-Chant syndrome. So deletion, the length of which may on the short arm of a chromosome, small at birth, may have respiratory problem and also develop correctly, which causes the signature cat-like cry. So microcephaly and unusually round face, a small chin, widely set eyes, folds of skin over their eyes, and a small bridge of the nose. See the picture of Craig-Duchamp syndrome. So next, see about this a human karyotype. So this DNA condensation. This a chromosome morphology, metacentric, submetacentric, acrocentric. See this picture. Then sample for chromosome analysis. In the case of prenatal diagnosis, you're taking amniotic fluid, fetal blood, chronic villi, umbilical cord, and other embryonal or fetus tissues. The postnatal diagnosis are taking peripheral blood, the lymphocytes, bone marrow, skin, fibroblasts, carcinoma samples, and other tissues. These are the samples for chromosomal analysis, prenatal as well as the postnatal diagnosis. So how to take this? I'll take the peripheral blood, then you are adding this culture the medium for 72 hours, add collagen and put in a hypotonic saline fixation, spread the cell suspension onto slide by dropping, digest with trypsin and stain with Giemsa, analysis metaphase can get the karyotype, human karyotype. So there are 7 groups depending on the length and morphology. So 22 pairs of homologous chromosome, 1 pair of sex chromosome. You group this chromosome group characters. So group A contain chromosome 1 to 3 and the size and shape is large and metacentric. The group B in this 4 and 5 chromosome comes under that. So size and shape is large sub-metacentric. The chromosome 6 to 12 and X comes under the group C, having medium submetacentric size and shape. Then 13 to 15 comes under the group D and having the size and shape of medium acrocentric. Then chromosome 16 and 16 to 18 comes under the group E having the size and shape of short submetacentric. Then chromosome 19 and 20 comes under the group F, having the size and shape of short metacentric. Then 21 and 22 and Y chromosomes are comes under the group G, and having the size and shape of short acrocentric. This is a G banding pattern of chromosome. This is a metaphase. This is a karyotype of 46, XY female karyotype. Then 46, XX female karyotype. Thank you.